Hey, what is up guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we just looking at the top news stories and rumors you need to know, including, Eva Marie's WWE return has fans angry about recent releases, Santino Marella wants Triple H and Stephanie McMahon to sign his daughter, Vince Russo books an interesting storyline for the Fiend Bray Wyatt, and Kevin Owens teases crazy spot for Smacdown's Throwback show. And much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more wrestling news.
This is Eva-Lution.
Eva Marie made her surprise return to WWE this week, confirming via a video on Monday Night Raw that she would be back on TV soon. Marie was at the center of controversy among fans during her initial WWE run, and some of the vitriol was back on social media the moment her video package aired. But even more fans seemed to be upset for another reason, as Marie's return confirmation was made mere weeks after Chelsea Green, the Iconics and Mickie James were all released by the company. You can see some of those reactions by fans on Twitter. Andreas Hale tweets, "The WWE got rid of the Iconics for Eva Marie." Another fan tweeted, "WWE fired Mickie James, Peyton Royce and Billie Kay but bringing back Eva Marie." Jesse Davin tweeted, "All the talent that just got released by WWE because of budget cuts seeing that Eva Marie is returning." WrestleViews tweets, "Only WWE could release the Iconics and Mickie James to re-sign Eva Marie. The women's division is actually going backwards. How do you feel about all Red Everything coming back to the WWE? Let us know in the comments below."
Boom!
Santino Marella is one of the best comic wrestlers in the world. The former Intercontinental Champion left WWE in 2016, but his progeny has followed in his footsteps. His daughter, Bianca Carelli, is also a professional wrestler, and Santino wants her to join WWE. Despite being treated like a joke for most of his career, Santino Marella is only one title away from being a Grand Slam champion. He even came suspiciously close to winning the World Championship twice, once at the 2011 Royal Rumble and the 2012 Elimination Chamber. However, Santino still had a wholesome WWE career full of incredible moments. With his wrestling days behind him, he wants his daughter to follow in his footsteps. While she may not be a comedy wrestler like him, the daughter of Santino would be a valuable addition to the WWE roster. On Twitter, Santino tried to get Triple H and Stephanie McMahon's attention and get them to sign his daughter. "Hi Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, remember my little daughter Bianca Carelli? Well, she's a woman now, and has been coached since day one to be a total superstar. Biology degree is done this summer, then she's ready for her time to shine. They may not be a Ric Flair-Charlotte Flair duo, but it will be a great way to reintroduce Santino to television and give a brilliant talent like Bianca a shot."
Boom!
Vince Russo has worked as a writer for WWE on multiple occasions. He is famous for having a significant role in writing many interesting storylines. Russo believes WWE failed Bray Wyatt by not writing at the level that he created the character for, and was critical of WWE's booking of The Fiend. Speaking with Dr. Chris Featherstone of SK Wrestling, Vince Russo pitched an intriguing angle for Bray Wyatt in WWE. "I wanna see Bray in a psychiatrist chair and I wanna see Bray talk about everything he's been dealing with and I wanna build this," Russo said. "I wanna hear Bray talk about the phenomenon of the character Bray Wyatt and how he was on top of the world but they failed him. And how every single week when he would come up with ideas and creative, they fell on deaf ears, but he was given a second life and failed a second time." Russo said Wyatt would attract an emotional response from viewers. "I mean really talk about it. These vignettes can go over 3 months, Russo continued. "Have him talk about his focus right now is to get out of it, think about it. This guy would have you crying. He'd have you crying. There's no doubt about it. That type of emotion, he'd have you crying telling his story every week very seriously." Bray Wyatt made an appearance on the Raw after WrestleMania 37. At the show of shows, he fell to a surprising defeat against Randy Orton. After going over the events of WrestleMania and being betrayed by Alexa Bliss, Bray stated that he was going to have a fresh start. Could this be a sign of yet another reinvention of Bray Wyatt's character in WWE? Let us know what you think in the comments section below.
Boom!
CM Punk's return to wrestling happened on WWE Backstage, where he was a Fox employee and not a WWE one. For years now, fans have been clamoring for a CM Punk return to WWE or any other big promotion. CM Punk, however, has made it clear that the in-ring part of his career is well behind him. It's hard to imagine that over 7 years have passed since his informal retirement and departure from WWE. Despite not being an active performer, the former WWE champion has been a vocal critic of the current wrestling scene. He was one of the special guest analysts on WWE Backstage for as long as the Fox Sports show lasted. CM Punk was asked about possible interest in a backstage role in a wrestling promotion in a session on Twitter. His response was an interesting one. "We hope this is true because CM Punk's mind could be better utilized backstage than in the ring. As much as fans would love to see CM Punk return to WWE in an in-ring capacity, that seems unlikely to happen." Boom! Known for doing incredibly crazy spots, Kevin Owens might have a trick up his sleeve for this coming Friday as SmackDown offers up a throwback episode. Assuming it's being brought to the Thunderdome, he might be ready and willing to jump off an iconic symbol. The SmackDown fist is well known by wrestling fans as one of the most iconic set pieces in wrestling history. While not confirmed, it is expected that this fist will be part of the set for Friday's show, and if it is, Kevin Owens has no issue leaping off of it during the show. Owens is part of the SmackDown roster, so he'll be on hand when the Blue brand rewinds the clock and revisits some of the more memorable moments in SmackDown history. It's not clear if guests from the old days will show up, but if the set is changed at all for the show, Owens seems like he's more than willing to create a new SmackDown moment. When asked by a fan if he would jump off the fist, he immediately responded, "Yes." Really, should anyone be surprised? As one fan on Twitter asked, "Is there anything you wouldn't jump off?" Owens has yet to respond. Boom! Mansoor's 49-match WWE winning streak is over. The Saudi Arabian wrestler debuted on last night's episode of Raw, signing his contract in a backstage segment with Adam Pearce before answering Sheamus' open challenge. A 4-minute bout played out before Humberto Carrillo ran down to the ring, attacking the United States champion for laying him out earlier in the evening, meaning Mansoor lost via disqualification. Sheamus put both wrestlers down with brogue kicks after the bell, standing tall to close the segment. Thus ends what was the longest active winning streak in WWE. Mansoor's run stretched all the way back to an NXT house show on the 24th of August 2019, when he failed to win a Battle Royal. Dominik Dijakovic defeated him one-on-one the day before. Prior to Raw, his last televised loss was a singles tilt with Damian Priest held on the 15th of August 2019. The 25-year-old's run went almost completely unacknowledged by WWE's broadcasters. Though it started on NXT, it also encapsulated wins on WWE's Saudi Arabian pay-per-views, the affiliated Evolve brand, and 205 Live and Main Event, where Mansoor had primarily been competing prior to his Raw call-up.
Oh, let me up with a bright smile on now.